Hello! Kumusta? I would like to introduce myself. I am Marlon Toledo Lacsamana, a 38-year-old university-educated, middle-class, financially independent, socially mobile, almost married, gay, or Filipino bakla man. Despite having ticked most of the boxes of empowerment, still I struggle to fit in socially in my country. I'm actually not asking for anything more because I know a lot of more people are like in a, worst case scenario than I am. By the way, I'm also an LGBT rights activist in the Philippines. With that mentioned, I would really want to understand, not just understand, but to study intersectionality as a method, not just for research, but to improve and help in my activism for the rights of the marginalized Filipino LGBTs. In our class, I have learned that intersectionality helps us understand where we are placed in the world and in the web of power relations. But as an advocate, we have to look at strategies and solutions. For example, you have a trans woman domestic worker who is an indigenous experiencing sexual harassment in the workplace, which is a home. In this case, do you address this on the basis of racism or heterosexism? In terms of responding to discrimination, we need to look for a very specific ways to capture these complexities. At least now with the benefits of intersectional approach such as 1. Acknowledges the complexity of the forms of discrimination experienced by the marginalized groups. 2. Recognizes that the experience of discrimination may be unique and taken into account the social and historical context of the victims. 3. Places the focus on society's response to the individual as a result of the confluence of grounds of discrimination. 4. Addresses the fact that discrimination has evolved and tends to no longer be overt, but rather more subtle, multi-layered, systematic, environmental, and institutionalized. And number 5, reveals the extent of discrimination even in main groups affected by a particular form of discrimination and are discrete and insular minorities. And what is important in this adoption of intersectional analysis, you may ask? Well, 1. Transform the understanding of an issue and strategies for dealing with them. 2. Changes methodologies for gathering information and data on situations of oppression and subordination. 3. Enables working on the processes of mainstreaming gender concerns into the human rights system by allowing us to focus on differences between the sexual orientations and gender identities and expressions, while at the same time also focusing on the difference between individuals. And finally, enhances the capabilities of terms of working for the protection of rights because it expands the scope of gender-based human rights protections by paying attention to the various ways in which gender intersects with various other intersections. Oh God, I have no more time, and I guess this is goodbye. Maraming salamat po. Paalam!